When I first started creating content videos, my number one goal was finding as many people to hear me as possible. I wanted the million subscribers, the 10 million subscribers, the hundreds of thousands of comments. I wanted the reposts, the shares, the likes. I wanted everything that came with becoming a content creator. And for 3 years, I worked so hard for that, begged for that, prayed for that, journaled it down. And then I took this hiatus where I stepped away for 6 months, where I didn't say anything. I didn't speak. I didn't comment. I didn't give any update. And I just knew deep down in my heart, everything that I've ever created, everything that I've ever said, everything that I have ever posted meant nothing now because I wasn't active, because I never said anything, because I didn't make a video, I didn't make content. But one thing you guys did not know was even though I was gone, I still looked. I still came back and checked, and there was people still listening on their own accord. There was still people still showing up for my videos. I wasn't marketing. I wasn't saying anything to them, but they were still watching. And I had nothing to say. I didn't have a thought in my brain to give my fans at that time. And so my friend sat me down and said, "So what are your plans now? Are you going to show everybody what you can do or what they missed out on?" And my response was, I'm going to remind myself what I missed out on. I missed out on you guys. I missed out on my writing. I missed out on my goals. I missed out on everything that I wanted to build. Everything that I chose I was going to do and I will do. When I began this journey, it began because I wanted fame. I wanted to be heard by millions. Now, as I pick up the mic, all I care about is being heard by those 3 people that continue to listen to me. That one person that decided to comment, those 2 people that decided to like my video. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything more or less than that, because if I can leave for 6 months and at a drop of a dime, 3 people show up immediately waiting for me to hear what I have to say, I have already achieved the goal that I've always wanted to achieve. That is fame within itself. I understand that you came here to this video wanting to hear about the analytics, the marketing, the strategy, the planning, the hard work, the tears, but I don't have that for you here. Technically, when you look at my numbers compared to somebody else, I am nothing. I am an indie artist. No one is showing up. No one is listening. But when I look at my analytics and I see the constant same 3 people showing up still after 3 years of me working my ass off, you cannot tell me I did not make it. You cannot tell me that I am not something of importance to somebody. I talk because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel heard. It makes me feel seen. It makes me feel astronomical to speak and have someone actively in their own home, hundreds of miles away, listen genuinely and want to care. I do these videos because I'm growing within myself as a human being. I do not have the answers. I do not have so-called success to give you. I do not have a plan to give you because I don't have anything to give myself. But the one thing that I had when I first started this to now that never changed is I have heart. I have that passion. I have that drive to do these things, even though I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to get these resources. I have that drive. And that is what's important when it comes to being in this business. And like any true person that has achieved success, they will tell you it takes 10 years to become an overnight sensation. Your favorite content creators, actors, singers, writers that you love to this day are all known because they worked their ass off for years and years at a time, questioning their own worth, questioning their own work. Is it worth it? Is it good? Is it enough? Until they broke through, until someone said, okay, I see something in this person. I can see them on the big screen. I can see them in the public eye. I can see them making a change. You do not build an empire overnight and have it be functioning and stable if success was that easy. You do not build an empire without a plan, without work, without tears, without questioning, without doubt, without a grid. You don't do that. People can't do that. And I want to say this because this is so important to me, because as a artist right now, trying to get big, trying to get seen, trying to get my name out there are hundreds of millions of me's of small artists just trying to figure something out, trying to market the best, trying to draw the best, trying to look the best, trying to pay all this money to get everything they need so they can be with the top, putting down payments on classes, on hustle academies, and paying rich people for marketing it. And yes, that works. All those things work. But what's really going to get you to stay in those places that you need to be in is what's inside of you. That heart inside of you. Because imagine you spent years on years on years working so hard to get to the top, working so hard to be seen, to get your name out there, and then boom, it cracks. But now you're tired. You're on top of this hill, you're at the peak of your career, and you're tired because you just slaved yourself for 5 years straight. And now that people want to see you, have this resentment because it's like, where were you before? And that's how it was for these last 3 years for me. I worked so hard, releasing a video every day, every week, every other week, burning myself out, coming up with topics, coming up with content, coming up with everything I could. And I know I said I feel bad for these 6 months I've been gone, but I don't. I wouldn't change those 6 months for the world, because I know I needed that time to realize what is important to me, what makes me me. And when everything was done, I had to sit with myself, hear what my mind was begging for. I knew I had to come back to the podcast. I knew I had to start over. I knew when I posted a video, I went into it with the expectations of no one looking at it. I went into it thinking that I was blacklisted, that my account probably was deactivated in that time, that even if I tried marketing, no one would remember everything that I've built. But that didn't matter, and it doesn't matter. It's the point of starting. And I posted it, and within minutes, 3 people watched it, and they said, "Welcome back. I'm ready to hear whatever you have to say." Within the end of the day, 11 people have watched the video, and I know these numbers mean nothing to anybody that's actually big and filled with fame. But I have accomplished my own fame because I know no matter through the thick and thin, if I have to leave, if I have to take a step back, and if I can come back and actively have 11 people standing behind me when I do so, I would take that any day. I would take having 11 people standing behind me any day when it comes to trying to build my dreams. Even though I have hundreds of subscribers, I know for sure 11 of them still care and still want to hear me and still decide to show up for me every single day. I'm not saying if you are a small artist that if your mindset is currently marketing and trying to be the best and trying to burn yourself out and trying to create as much content as possible, I'm not saying that mindset is wrong, because it's not. That is what you need to do to be a content creator. But you do need to realize when it does come to being at the end of the road, and if you are going to do this for a long time, you need to take a step back and realize, who are you really doing this for? Like I said, I started this off doing this for everyone else, but now as I sit here and I record now, I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it because I need to do this. I want to do this. I'm not getting paid. There's not a dime coming to me in my name from any of the content I've ever made. But I still desire to do this because I feel like one day, no matter who it is or what the group of people may be, they will see this work. They will see my work and say, there's something here. This is important. But it won't happen overnight. No matter how much money you put into it, no matter how many people you beg, no matter how many hours you put into it, it's not going to happen overnight. And sometimes taking those moments to sit back and reflect on the people that we actually have in our life, that's important to get us to those goals that we dream so bigly about.